To what extent is there any impact on the Singaporean economy from the approach that China has taken?
Well, China is a major trading partner for all of us. So if you look at just, for example, air travel, Singapore is a major air hub in the region and globally. And the Chinese passenger traffic, both transit and, origin departure type, would be of the order of magnitude about 20-25% for us. So it's significant. But at the same time, I think there are opportunities and growth coming from other areas. And we've seen a significant rebound in air travel coming through Singapore. In the space of less than 2 months, from mid-March to mid-May, our volumes have more than doubled, and to around 40-odd% of pre-COVID. And we expect that momentum to continue.
Singapore is in an interesting position at the moment, given that what we're seeing globally has a lot to do with the rising price of commodities. Yes. You don't produce any commodities, you're not a manufacturing hub. In many ways, you're a free trading port. Indeed. That helps move money around the region. What does the supply chain challenge that we've seen mean for Singapore, and how do you think the economy is managing to negotiate some of these headwinds?
Well, I think concerns around supply chain have come to the fore for a variety of reasons, geopolitical and also economic disruptions and so on. And I think the key thing that we have focused on is whether it's fuel, food, etc. One of our central tenets is really that it's not so much about turning inwards, but actually greater connectivity, because it is with that connectivity that we're able to achieve diversification, and that gives countries options. So we have, even in the course of the pandemic, pursued this strategy. We concluded the EU-Singapore FTA at the end of 2019, and that has led to growth during the pandemic period. The RCEP came into force in early this year. We also signed the Pacific Alliance Singapore Free Trade Agreement in January this year. And on top of that, we're also looking at new ways to connect digital economic partnerships, and also we're looking at green economy agreements. We must pursue these strategies because whether it is food, fuel, or any other really elements in the supply chain, resilience significantly derives from having the diversity of connectivity.
So there are huge travails in China, huge travails in Hong Kong as well. I know that you don't like to compare yourselves directly with Hong Kong as well, but it must be an enormous benefit for the Singaporean economy that so many people who want to be in the region, who want a major hub in the region, are having questions about their presence in Hong Kong now.
Well, each country has to navigate this pandemic and its challenge according to its own circumstances and assessment. I would say that our perspective is this. Really, it is much better when the pie is growing for everyone, and then we all get a share of a growing pie, and that's exactly what our focus is. So we would like to see the situation in Hong Kong and the situation in China return to normal as soon as possible, because even if there are some movements in this transition, the key point is really we want the whole to be greater than the sum of the parts, and that really means all the major economies and hubs in the region must continue to grow and offer a compelling value proposition to enterprises.